Hello and welcome to today's episode of Dream Business, Dream Life. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a full to-do list, a huge plan for the day, and somehow just found yourself cleaning the house, booking a holiday, or maybe scrolling social media instead? Yeah? Same. Been there too, especially with the holidays. So today I want to dive into procrastination, why we do it, how it shows up in business, the real cost of doing it, and more importantly, how the hell do we stop doing it? So let's not procrastinate, let's dive in. First of all, I want to bust a myth. I love myth busting, there's a mouthful. Procrastination isn't laziness. You're not lazy if you procrastinate. It's not that you don't care, and it's not because you're bad at time management. Procrastination is often just your brain trying to protect you from something uncomfortable. That could be fear, it could be self doubt, it could be overwhelm, it could be perfectionism. All those things that show up when you're about to do something scary or overwhelming. Maybe you're scared you'll mess it up, or you don't even know where to start, or you're holding off because deep down you just want it to be perfect. Sounds familiar? Of course it does. We all do it. As business owners, we're constantly stepping into unknowns. We're launching new things. We are leading a team of people. We are making decisions, often snap decisions in the moment. And that creates mental friction. So your brain is just going to turn around and say, I don't think so. Your brain says no. Instead, go and scroll Instagram. Instead, the kitchen needs cleaning because it feels safer. It feels less daunting to do the things that you are familiar with, the things that you might not enjoy doing, but you know what it feels like to do it. Procrastination wears a lot of disguises. It's the king of dress up. It might show up as you constantly, I don't know, rewriting your sales page, but never publishing it. It might be you telling yourself you need one more course, you need to join one more membership before you finally launch that offer. It could be that you spend hours, weeks, months planning. You over plan instead of doing. Maybe you're spending 2 hours on Canva creating some beautiful graphics and then you never post it because you don't know what content to put with those beautiful graphics. Or do you actually find yourself saying, I work better under pressure, which actually means I'm going to avoid doing this thing until I've actually got no choice and I have to get it done. That's me. That's my go-to procrastination technique. If you're a solo business owner, there's nobody watching. There's nobody cracking the whip. So it's actually quite easy to delay these things without noticing the cost to your business. But there is a cost. So let's talk about that cost. When you procrastinate, you're not just delaying the task. You're not putting off the thing that you're not doing. You're not just doing that. You're also delaying the results that you're going to get. So if you don't put that offer out there, you're not going to get the sales. So money's getting left on the table. You're going to miss opportunities. Maybe your team is going to be stuck knowing what to do because they're waiting for you to give them some sort of instruction. Even worse, your energy drains because thinking about what you're not doing is pretty exhausting. Now, procrastination in the moment doesn't particularly feel like a big deal, but over time, it can really slow down your business growth. So you need to be aware of it and you need to do something about it, something that reduces the risk of you doing it over and over again. So let me share with you a few little things, little hacks maybe, that have helped me and they've helped my clients too. First up, break it down. You've heard me talk about this a lot. Big tasks feel scary, they feel uncomfortable, and they often feel quite vague, which makes your brain panic and effectively shut down. ACCA, procrastination kicks in. But when you make things bite sized, it feels more doable. So your brain goes from that, ugh, feeling to, okay, I can do this. So break your big goals down into smaller tasks. If your goal is to launch a new offer, reverse engineer that into small tasks. So what are things you actually need to do to make it happen, such as create your content, set up your tech, etc. Focus on those little small tasks rather than the big one. Then there's something that I call the power hour. And this is where you will set aside one focused hour where you have no phone, no tabs open on your computer. Just the one thing you've been avoiding is open in front of you. What this will help you to do is create urgency and remove that decision fatigue over what you should be doing when. Because often the reason we procrastinate is because we have too much time to get something done. So focused time is going to equal faster action and fewer excuses, and you're going to get something done. Have you heard of the 2-minute rule? This is something else that is a great little hack. If something takes less than 2 minutes to do it now. So book that call, send that email, post that reel. This is going to help you to build momentum because tiny wins lead to bigger wins. So just get those little tasks done and off your list. So set yourself some time aside to do the 2-minute rule with all those little tasks. Something I'm a big believer in is finding accountability buddies. That could be a business bestie, it could be a mentor, it could be a family member, it could be a coach. It can be anyone, just someone to hold you accountable. Tell that person what you are doing right now and ask them to check in with you later. You can do the same for them. You're far more likely to follow through with an activity when you know somebody else is watching, when you know somebody is going to ask you if you've completed it. So even that simple check-in adds the pressure that you need to get it done, but it also gives you that support. And then a little game I like to play when I'm procrastinating is called Name the Fear. So what I want you to do is ask yourself, what am I really avoiding here? Because it's not the task. It won't be the actual task that you're avoiding. It's going to be something that you fear on the back of that task. So is it criticism? Is it failure? Is it judgment? Whatever it is, name that fear. Getting crystal clear and honest with what that looks like is going to help that fear, that thing that is stopping you, lose its power. Because once you know what that real reason is, then you can work with it, not against it. You can reframe it, and then it feels less daunting, and then you're far more likely to just get in, get it done, and tick it off your list. Now, you'll have heard me say this a lot. This is my last little tip for you. Progress over perfection. Done beats perfect every single time. Perfectionism is just procrastination in disguise. I told you, it's the king of disguise, procrastination. Doing something imperfect gets results quicker. Tweaking things forever to get it perfect just slows you down. And I promise you, the more you spend time looking at something, the more you're going to keep finding things that you're going to improve. So when is it ever perfect? So done is better than perfect. There are loads more tips and tools and techniques and things that I could share. There's lots more out there. Try different things and find the thing that works for you. So here's today's big takeaway. Procrastination is just a habit. It's not a flaw, it's not laziness, and it's definitely not permanent. The key is to recognize it, to notice it, to understand where it comes from, and then use simple tools, like some of the tools I shared with you a minute ago, to move you through it. So if this episode resonated, what I want you to do is I want you to try one of these tips, just one. and let me know what works for you. I absolutely love hearing your wins. Okay, no more waiting. Go take that next tiny step in your business. You've got this. Thank you for listening. I will see you next time.